Hi there, it's Mr. Clark. Welcome to Lesson 9.1.1 on writing and resolving the 5-7 of 5. Let's start out with a phrase from a Bach chorale. So, if we look at the key signature, probably an E, and I say that we're an E, so that's fine. Everything's fine. Start with a 5-6, going to 1, first inversion, 6, then we got an A sharp in there. Okay, another A sharp, and we end on a half cadence on a 5. So what we got to figure out is what's going on with these two chords. So first up is to see what's actually there. So F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, and E. F sharp, A sharp, C sharp, E. They're the same chord, and specifically it's an F sharp 7 chord. What is F sharp in the key of E? Well, if E is 1, then F sharp would be 2. So would we write that it's a 2 dominant 7 chord? No, because we expect 2 to be minor and act as a predominant chord. But F sharp 7, if we were in the key of B, that would be a 5-7 chord. And in fact, in both cases, it resolves to a B major chord. So what we call this is a secondary dominant because it acts like a dominant. Goes. If you just heard that, you'd think 5, 4, 2, 2, 1, 6. Or then the second one, we have perfect authentic cadence, 5, 7, 1. So it acts like a dominant, but it's not resolving to tonic. It's resolving to some sort of other chord. So that's why we call it a secondary dominant. And to write that, we write it as 5, if it's a triad, of 5. If it's a 7th chord, 7. If it's in inversion, you'd write whatever inversion it is. So it's a normal dominant, it's just of a different chord. So in order to write a secondary dominant, what you're going to want to do is first identify your dominant. So if we're in the key of E, your dominant would be B major. Think of that as 1 and write a 5 or 5-7 chord in that key. So if B is 1, then F sharp is 5. Write your 5-7 chord. You're going to need an accidental. And then voice lead smoothly, put it in inversion as needed. So again, you want to figure out what your 5 chord is, figure out what 5 of that is, and then voice lead as needed. In major, you're always going to need that 1 accidental, raise 4 to shore. In minor, you're going to need to do that again, and you're also going to need to raise flicks to 6. So here in C sharp minor, so our 5 chord is going to be based on G sharp, and here we're tonicizing a minor 5 chord. We could tonicize a major 5 chord, we just have to make that B sharp, then it would be 5. Doesn't matter either way. And here we have, so we've said that we're trying to tonicize G sharp. So 5 of G sharp would be D sharp. Raise that F sharp to an F double sharp. Raise that A natural to an A sharp. C sharp, we should have a D sharp dominant 7. Check. And harmonically, that would be an E flat dominant 7, and then voice lead as needed. The other way that you could think about this, that might be easier for you, is to think about building a dominant 7th chord on scale degree 2 of the home key. So we're in E, so 2 of E would be F sharp, and then we would just build a dominant 7 chord on F sharp, C sharp. Our 2 is D sharp, so we just build a dominant 7 chord on D sharp, whichever way is easier for you to think about it. In all these examples, we've used a dominant 7 chord because it has a stronger pull to resolve, and it's more effective at really establishing that secondary dominant feel, but it's possible to have a plain 5 of 5 as well, just less common. So go ahead and check out the exercises, and I'll see you next time.